basically what I'm doing here is I am putting like a really thin layer underneath my brows just to make them look very crispy. And then you'll see I'm gonna take the product that I put down under the eyebrows and I'm gonna like do a rough blend downward so that when I go in with my beauty blender, I notice it's a lot easier to blend it out and make it look really very important for this process. And I understand people talk about powder is more difficult to work with than cream formulas. I fear I disagree for the type of makeup that I do. I think if you're like a dewy, glowy type girl, then like the cream formulas probably do work better, but not for me. Anyway, I am basically only putting blush around my eyes and like across onto my temples. Like really truly, you have to trust the entire process. It does not look okay until the very, very end. That's just part of it. That's just part of it. But this has been new. I am not a blush girly at all. But I will say, when I was in high school, I would do my makeup similar to this. I would just do like a tiny, tiny little line of blush under my eyeliner, and now it looks crazy to me. But at the time, it ate so hard because that was like the 2020 like e-girl kind of era, and I wanted to be them so bad, but I was so terrible at makeup at the time. I wasn't. Yeah, I mean, also I was so tired here, and I was a little bit hungover. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So anyway, if you care, okay, eyeliner. This is my favorite part. So my style of doing eyeliner changes so frequently that I cannot remember what my eyeliner looked like in any of my previous Get Ready With Me makeup videos. So I can only speak for this one. So here I'm pissed off because the lines that I drew out are supposed to be straight across, and neither of them were. Looking at it now, I think it's fine. But basically, I am creating triangles. This is all I'm trying to do, is just use straight lines. And I will do an outline of everything first before I actually fill it in, because it helps me keep both sides relatively symmetrical, and also my eye shapes this cosmetic brand is incredible and amazing. I did not buy this. My sister-in-law actually gifted it to me because she had it and she never used it. This is the best black eyeshadow I have ever used in my entire life. Not even exaggerating. So I'm just filling in those extra spots around my eyes where I don't want to put the liquid. And then I am not actually doing the black along the entirety of my lower lash line. I'm stopping about halfway, like halfway on my eye, and just using the black eyeshadow to bring the eyeliner, like the bottom part of the eyeliner, up into, quote unquote, like into my eye, and thin it out a little bit, like make the end of it like look thin, like make it come to a closing point. I can't explain it very well, but now I am using this big, it's like a cream eyeliner type thing, and it's white, and you have to sharpen it like an eyeliner pencil, like a regular, like, actual pencil. You have to find a big sharpener for it, and I've had it forever. So I'm doing the inner corner highlight. You know what I just heard? I just heard on TikTok people are talking about the inner corner is like so outdated, like doing that with the highlighter. And I think, what are we talking about? It looks so good. It looks so good. Anyway, I will never be bullied out of doing my makeup like this. Taking the Milani Tubing mascara. This shit is incredible, guys. So good. Let's get into it, okay? These eyelashes, I paid $23 for these. I'm not making $23 eyelash money like that, okay? Okay. Beyond that, this is weird and interesting. I have been putting eyelash glue on the end of a popsicle stick so that I can put it along my lash line, because I was trying to do this with my eyelash glue, like the tube itself, and I kept getting glue in my eye, dude, and it was so uncomfortable, and it burns, and it's not fun. So this is the solution that I found. So I put glue on the actual lash, and the tiniest, thinnest layer ever, to where it's